Hi, folks. This is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report. One of the things I decided, I thought maybe I could pass on to all of you my whole life's experience of fishing for northern pike. And granted, in the summertime, northern pike really take a back seat to all the bass fishing, the walleye fishing. But in the winter, when it's ice fishing time, and when we can't fish for bass, not legally, we can't fish for bass, but northern pike sort of come up and become one of the stars. And we have tournaments all over where people fish for northern pike. And part of that is money. Tournaments is always about money, always about competition, always about ego. But they also represent a big part of North Country fishing life. So I think back, because I've always loved northern pike. They're one of my favorite species to fish for in the summer. And so what lures have I found through my life that work the best? And I wanted to pass this on to you. And there's a few that are my staples and I think are better than almost anything. Number one of all the lures that I've ever used in my life. And remember, folks, I've been doing fishing shows all over the country and all over places where I've fished for not only northern pike, but other species. And the one lure I've caught more northerns on, and it's a go-to lure that I believe in more than any other, is an orange hydra swim bait. Now, the hydra is a special bait created in Canada. It's hard to find them on the market right now. But the secret of that bait is the color and the fact that it has a hard head with a swimming paddle tail. The tail attaches. And somehow I can make that bait. I'm telling you, I've never seen a bait where day in, day out, no matter where I've gone in the country, that's the bait I will go to for big northern pike and little ones too. Now, it has a downsize, and I will tell you the down part of that is the fact that it has a small treble hook that I feel kills a lot of fish, and so I'm going away from it. Another bait that is sensational, and you hardly see it around. My buddy Louis Barkley, years ago here in Waddington, created this bait. It's called the Creature. And what it is it's a long, long plastic curly tail, like a Mr. Twister, only long. We'll say 7, 8, 9 inches long. Different. It could be different colors. The color isn't as critical, although I've talked about how orange is so great. And then it has living rubber arms that come out. You insert those with a needle. So it's like tentacles coming out of it. Oh my gosh, the number of big northern pike that have been caught on that. My third bait that I've caught so many northern pike is some sort of a bucktail jig. And even more, a horsehair jig with a long, long horsehair. Where you get that, I've said before, I can't really tell you. But years ago, let's say 30 years ago, I remember reading reports in Fishing Facts magazine, which doesn't even exist today, about people fishing near Kingston on the St. Lawrence River using these big horsehair jigs for northern pike. And it intrigued me, and I started trying them. Caught some of the biggest pike and the biggest muskie of my life in the Grass River on a 12-inch horsehair jig with just really a small jig head and one small hook. But this is a deadly bait. And finally, friends of mine have come to me and said that they catch, and these are good fishermen, really big northerns on Rapala X-Raps that are in the perch finish and, well, let's say 5-inch long. That's their go-to northern pike, and they catch some awful big northerns in the St. Lawrence River on this bait. One final thing I want you to remember. Northern pike, they're not only predators, and they not only wait and ambush, but they're also scavengers. And northern pike can really be caught on dead bait, fished on the bottom. Northern pike will go along the bottom and they'll slurp this stuff up. And I'm telling you, dead minnows for both northern pike and lake trout can be a lethal offering. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report.